So that's something that I was kind of in awe of, just watching him move, you know, throughout the set.
Like watching a giraffe or
and
a lion or something?
I thought the first animal, it was the first animal I referenced, a lion. Did I say anything about a lion?
You didn't say anything about a lion.
You are the only person that makes me feel safe.
We can run away. We'll be all right.
I love you too. But my mother, she's coming to get me.
You will not ruin this life for us.
I wrote it in 1995. It was after sneaking into a play at the Alliance Theater to see August Wilson's Two Trains Running. And there was an after party, and I got a chance to meet him. And we sat and talked for a minute. He was so encouraging. And I was telling him this thing that I had written called I Know I've Been Changed, my first play. And I was saying there's so much more I wanted to do. And he was like, listen, just write what's in your heart. And I went home and started writing Jazzman, and that's where it all started.
What was it that attracted everyone to the movie outside
Me?
of obviously
Yeah. I mean, him for sure, but also
No, I'm
his
joking. I mean,
passion.
come on.
No.
Tell the truth.
But your passion for it, like 100%. When from our first conversation before I even read the script, he was so passionate. I knew it was going to be something I wanted to be a part of, something special.
It was so bold too. I mean, it was an ambitious project. It's period and it's very cinematic. The scope of it, it was amazing to be a part of it, and then to see it come to fruition and all these amazing forces come together. Tyler, this cast, the music, the production design, the wardrobe. It's pretty cool.
I would say my character, Hattie Mae, I'll speak for myself, but at a woman role, she is a business owner. It's not a story about how she supports her man. You know, it's so complex, but the thing that I also love is not only is she complex, is that I feel like he wrote it in such an epic way, but left room for us as artists to add in the backstory. Like, I feel like there's a whole life of Hattie Mae that I feel like, let's do it. But there's so many details. He took so much time to make it multi-layered, and that was so satisfying. And so you have this really elevated script, and then you have scenes where it's just like, I'm gonna take off my shoes because Hattie Mae's feet hurt, and he's like, take your shoes off.
Reminds me of a moment when your dress felt wrong in the garden, and I just took dirt and dirted you up that day.
Right there in the moment.
Yeah.
That was great.
What's something that really surprised all of you about working
How
with?
tall I am. Yeah.
I'll go first.
Don't jump into everybody all at once. Somebody say something.
No. Listen, I'm going to go first. I'm going to tell you about this man. First of all, when your team tells you Tyler Perry's going to be calling you, I said, excuse me? So there's that moment, and that's funny. But I get on the phone, and he says, what's her name? And he was referring to my daughter. And he knew that I had just had my daughter because I filmed 4 weeks postpartum. And the way this man took care of my family to allow me to work and do my art, which I will always be grateful for. I'm grateful to call you friend. And I think that humanity is just what makes his work so great.
This is less of like a surprise, but more of like an understanding. I think when I first met Tyler, I immediately understood why and how he has created what he has created, because you have such a presence and such a command of every room that you're in, and you arrive at Tyler Perry Studios, which is its own stop off the freeway, and all of these things happening under, that came from you. It all came from this one person. Immediately I was like, I understand exactly how you made this all happen, because you are a force. And it's a palpable force.
I'll say that the music element to the show is just gorgeous, and there's something about telling a story through song, and it's so historic to our African-American people. Our lineage, we told stories to be free, we told stories to go north, and so I feel like for
Even
this,
through song. Yeah,
it's always through song. That's how we told the story.
Yeah.
The written narrative that we are speaking in the movie, and then when you hear a song, like all that pain rushes out.
But just speaking to the energy of the set and the environment we were shooting and making, and there's so many hands on deck, and there's this, featured actor in the film, Rob Wood. I met him at an early location. He was just chilling in his car, but he looked so much of the era. That I got it. It's the last day, but I got so excited I had to run over to him. I was like, man, yo, you look good, bro.
Yeah.
You look good. I felt like I was there, and it's just, it was a level of excitement that you want to experience. It's just a good time.
I also, because of the vintage cars, I have one of the best stories. I get to say that I learned how to drive stick shift from Tyler Perry on set. And I actually I didn't stall out once the entire time we were shooting.
Which is really hard in a 1942 car.
Yes.
That's impressive.